Here's why I'm not too pressed about money or getting a bag. Don't get me wrong, my survival is important. I work a job, I work a 9 to 5. But I'm not too concerned of getting a big bag right now to try to, get validation or to give out this image like, oh, I'm successful, I'm doing something right with my life because I got a lot of money. Here's the thing, there's nothing wrong about that. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody should all get a bag. But here's the thing about me. I know the money doesn't make the man makes the money. Who you are before you acquire the big bag is going to be amplified when you acquire the big bag. So here's the thing. I'm being truthful and honest with the man in the mirror. I don't have my health fully in order. You feel me? I haven't gotten rid of all the bad habits that I have. And what else? I'm not physically fit the way I want to be. So if I was to get blessed with a big bag right now, that would make it much harder for me to obtain those internal goals that I am in control of. It's going to amplify my bad behaviors. And that's why I haven't been rewarded with that yet. So this is me being honest with my progress. And to add on to that video, you may not understand my journey. You may not understand my vision, but I do. I do. And this all started after I graduated high school. I said, something inside me said, work on this first. Work on your heart. Work on your mind. Work on your spirit first. Stop chasing outside validation. Stop that. And there was levels to that, because sometimes when you're focused on your internal world, you're working on that. You've seen everybody do these external things. They out there chasing women. They out there going to parties, dressing a certain way, having all these friends, and, trying to create this image of looking rich and valuable. I was focused on really becoming a valuable man within myself. This wasn't consciously thought. Like, no one taught me this because no one was really doing it. No one was an example of it. Something inside me told me to go on this journey. And I don't know how I had the faith and the courage to do it. Even with people looking at me kind of sideways, like, I don't know about that. Like, I still did it. And it worked out for me. The journey was scary. The journey was filled with so much uncertainty. But it worked out for me because I unlocked so much power within myself. It's insane. And there's much work to be done. As said in that video, there's much things I want to achieve within myself, the things that I have control over, like my health, my physical health, and more of my mental and my spirit. It's always work to be done, but I know personally when I have mastered something and I'm ready for the next level. So it's very close. It's very close, but it's a great feeling when you're able to work on yourself without needing these permanent things. That's add-ons. You're not dependent on a certain amount of money in your bank. You're not dependent on a certain number of friends. You're not dependent on a certain number of followers. You're not dependent on a certain number of women in your rotation, whatever y'all want to say. You're not dependent on that to feel like the man, to feel great about yourself. So just imagine when you find yourself, you find who you really are, you find what you really connect with and resonate with, and then you have the access to all these different lanes, these different experiences, these different peoples and things. It's going to be way more enjoyable. It's going to be the icing on the cake. And that's what I want people to really understand. You're going to feel like a god. You're going to feel like that man. Whether you got a haircut or not, you could look people straight in the eye like, here I am. I'm that dude. And you may not agree because you had to raise your self-esteem through these particular things, but I am not you, and I didn't need that. So when I finally do acquire those things, while you think you was already ahead of me, I've already overlapped you.
Take your time. Focus on you. Build up that person. So when you're in your prime, you won't lose yourself. You won't crash out. You won't change. You've always been the same thing, just greater.